Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Our mind out of habit remains stuck in the familiar. And that obstinacy of the mind, that this alone, what I see, what I experience, what I know is true, and insisting upon it becomes an obstacle uh, for the seeker to transcend. This insistence in the mind is only because of the attitude of the seeker. Yeah, it's all right, I am the self, but I have to eat, I have to sleep. This is the insistence. I am the body. Very easy to say that I am the self, but fact is, I'm I am waking, dreaming, and sleeping. This insistence, not ready to look out of this box called the body, becomes an impediment, becomes an obstacle, becomes a speed breaker in our journey, in our abidance to the self, in the self. There's two. I'll take one example and then we will just sit. There is two ways of looking at it. If we say the whole world is born of uh, let's say this way, that the whole world is consciousness. Inside is consciousness, outside is consciousness. And the other statement is that the whole world of change is an expression of ignorance. The whole world of change is an expression of ignorance. Then, if the statement says that consciousness is everything, then is ignorance also a part of consciousness? See, we are insisting So I'll take one example and then we'll see. One example is now approaches. Let's see the approach now. One sees a snake, the example of snake and rope. One sees the snake as a snake. Sorry, one sees the rope as a rope. Once, just like example here is another example. One sees the rainbow as a rainbow. One sees the mirage waters as mirage waters. Nothing wrong. Absolutely fine. Every moment of your living life, something is coming, some experience is happening, event is happening, interactions are happening, people are coming into your life, thoughts are coming and going, responses are taking place. Are we seeing everything as it is? You know, when you look at the rainbow, you are in wonderment, wonderful. There's no feeling of owning it, there's no feeling of grasping it, there is no feeling of why has it come, why doesn't it stay longer. Same thing with the mirage waters. You look at the waters, you are in wonderment. You don't try to drink the water, you don't try to remove the water, you just accept it as it is. This is one approach. So one approach is, the first approach is, whatever the world is coming to you, you just take it as it is, without pushing it away, without creating a relationship with it, without any likes and dislikes. Just accept it as it is. But what do? We see the snake on the rope. So we look at a person, but we say, this is my wife, this is my husband, and so on. Then how do we get out of this? World is going to keep coming at you every moment of your existence. When our attention shifts from what we are seeing to the seer every moment, this is what is happening to you when you are looking at the rainbow. You don't take it seriously, you don't give it a sense of reality, but you give the world a sense of reality. You accept it is real. You don't accept the mirage waters to be real. But you accept the world to be real, this body to be real, this seeking to be real, our pains to be real, our hunger to be real, and so on. So the click out of it is, shift your attention to the seer. Be the seer while the seeing is going on. And when we are the seer while the seeing is going on, that very moment, all, who is the seer? He is the untouched one. Who is the seer? Who is not only seeing this laptop, but he's also seeing the table, he's also seeing the books, he's also seeing the thoughts coming up, coming in the mind one after the other, the speech coming out of the mouth as the session is going on, the hands moving, the legs moving, if they are. So he's the constant one. He's the conscious one. When our attention shifts to this seer instead of the objects of perception, then whatever is meant to happen will happen. Then, and what is that is what is meant to happen? Then the names and forms of the world are incapable of influencing the seer, are incapable of uh, uh, affecting the seer. He remains immune. And that's the trick, that's the knack to live in this world. So the attention is turned to the experiencer, the seer, rather than the experienced. See, when we, at one level, we tell in the scriptures the world came out of, is an expression of ignorance. But remember, before in this chapter or any other text, we have seen that consciousness, the reality, is one without a second. It is all that there is. Then where is the place for ignorance? My talk, this session began with, is there ignorance in the consciousness? Is the daylight because of darkness? Is the daylight because of darkness? Is there darkness in the sun? No, daylight is not because of darkness, it's because of the sun. Is there darkness in the sun? So, what I'm seeing here right now in this world of all the names and forms, this is daylight, this is Jagrat Avastha. I'm seeing everything. All the experienced objects are available. Have they come because of darkness? Have they come because of ignorance? Are they existing in ignorance? Or are they existing in the truth or appearing on the truth? So these are, we get too fixated on ignorance. I don't know. Oh, all this is because of our object oriented contemplation. Shift the attention to the experiencer, and things will solve themselves by themselves in themselves. So sit comfortably, And in spite of all the stimuli, outside or inside, let your attention be on the experiencer or the seer.